William Morrow and HarperAudio present The Joyce Girl, a novel of jazz-age Paris, by Annabel Abbs, performed by Leith Mcpherson.
There are sins, or, let us call them as the world calls them, evil memories, which are hidden away by man in the darkest places of the heart, but they abide there and wait. James Joyce, Ulysses, 1922. September 1934. Küsnacht, Zurich. I stand on the deck, watching the trailing seams of white foam. Zurich recedes into the horizon, and I wait for Küsnacht to appear ahead of me. On the banks, the trees are shaking off their curling leaves. There's a shiver in the air, and a thin odour of decay drifts across the lake. I've been seeing him for 3 weeks, in his square shuttered house at Küsnacht. 3 times a week I come by boat and sit with him. And still I haven't spoken. But today something inside me is stirring, and my silence feels oppressive. The lake is alight with autumn sun. Beside the ferry, tiny fish flounce and turn, their spangled scales flashing like fallen stars. As I watch them, something begins to creep through the soles of my feet, up into my ankles, my calves. I feel it skim along my spine. My hips begin to sway. My fingers start to rap out a rhythm on the railing, as if my dull, plain body wants to be a thing of beauty again. Today I shall speak. I shall answer his tiresome questions. And I shall tell him I must dance again. Yes, I must dance again. Dr. Jung steeples his fingers in front of his mouth, so the tips brush his neatly clipped moustache. You shared a bedroom with your father until you were 18. How did you change your clothes? His eyes are like small hoops of light that never leave my face. I slept in my clothes. I shift awkwardly, knowing what questions are coming next. And I'm sick of them. Sick and tired. Why did you not undress? His words hang in the air as I pull my mink coat tight around my ribs. That eager little housemaid had tried to snatch it from me at the door, kept telling me how warm the doctor's room was, how she'd laid the fire herself. Rats don't change for the night, do they? Rats? Dr. Jung pushes back his swivel chair and starts pacing the room. I'm glad you finally decided to talk, but you must explain yourself, Miss Joyce. We lived in hundreds of places. Rooms, apartments. Italy, Switzerland, Paris. Already I can feel my mouth stiffening, as though it's had enough of all this talk. Enough of the doctor's endless questions. I run my tongue quickly over my upper lip, willing myself on. We moved into Robiac Square when rich people started giving us money. My father's patrons. Before that, my brother Giorgio called us migrant rats. And your father called it exile. Dr. Jung stoops, brings his face level with mine. And I wonder if he can see inside my empty, plundered soul. If he can see how they've robbed me and betrayed me. Tell me about Ulysses. I confess I fell asleep when I read it. He eases himself back into his chair, scribbles something in his notebook, turns his gaze back to me. Banned for obscenity. How did it make you feel having a pornographer for a father? Outside, a cloud drifts across the sky and blocks out the sun. Ulysses, I echo.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?